term of politics is ordinarily used to designate different kinds of leadership, administration and authority. We often hear about the policy of a president, government, corporation and company, educational institution. The need for self-control of any social structure became the fundamental basis for any political activity.
News, sports, politics, religion, health, entertainment. This is Expression House with Kacha.
Today's politics is about the immediate value of our choice, about the smart use of our efforts. It is about finding a balance between the civilization we seek and the reality we face. Welcome to Expression House TV. Today to join me on the platform is a politician and he's also running for the position of a chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Rivers State. He is Honorable Chizi Nyeomasila. It's good to have you, sir.
Thank you.
The party internal function becomes very important in every political party, especially in general decision making, involvement of members and the accountability of the party leadership. How should political internal structure be handled for perfect external decision making?
Yeah, firstly, I have said over time that you can't get governance right until you get the party right, meaning that the party is supposed to drive the ideology of a government. And so for the party to address that ideology, the party on itself must seek and get its acts very right. And if the party has to do that, it means that the organization of the party, the welfare system of the party, the reward system of the party must be kept at the top of the edge for party to run. So I truly think that the function of a party is to reorganize or organize the energy of the people and then bring up what I call the ideology that will push governance into doing the right thing.
How do we restore the sanctity of the rule of law and strengthen democratic institutions in order to rebuild a just, fair and equitable society for all?
Firstly, there are things in law itself. I tell you about the protection, the prosecution, and of course, every other thing. So and the prevention. Now first, you must also get for us to understand how do we inform the public not to fall into such things. And if we do that enough, then we'll go about prosecuting those who had offended the law. When the government prosecutes those who had offended the law and then punish them, the other people will learn from it. That's how the rule of law will look. But you can't allow people who are doing whatever they are doing go scot-free, and then you feel people, you will be enticing other innocent people into crime. So the rule of law will be established when the law is executed, implemented, and people are punished or left free for what they did or what they didn't do.
Now, development involves changes in the economic, social, environmental, and cultural dimensions. How should effort be made to facilitate or promote balanced development, especially in Rivers State?
Let me tell you this. I've always advocated for what I call World Initiative Government Project. And what is World Initiative Government Project? Getting the greater number of persons to participate in the greater governance. You understand that 80% of the projects you do have, that is if you do have, are lauded on you by those who think they are thinking for us. And it's good. But can't we change a little bit of, I call it development redefined, where we'll go back to the village and say, can you give us 3 projects that you want? Now, if you do that, the villagers will now begin to suggest the project they want, and when government begin to take care of that project, you see there will be ownership. The security is granted, the people will secure the project.
So in Rivers State precisely, have you seen any development in terms of health sectors and educational sector? Is also part of development. Have you seen any tangible development so far?
Certain persons define development in infrastructural development, that is, you're building structures. That's what people define as development. But for me, development is far more than that. If you want to talk about education, what about the curriculum? Have we changed the curriculum? What have we done to consciously begin to change the curriculum of our educational curriculum to shift from being theoretical into applicative? I haven't seen a government sitting down to consciously think of what they go and redefine what they call development. People have gone past this level of saying I'm going to paint road and that's development.
Development in a rural sense connotes that citizens of a country have access to employment opportunities and basic services. How should the government provide these opportunities?
First, to make sure that the state is secured. I tell people that the government is not an employer of labor. Government actually creates environment for labor. If government creates employment for competition, you will see that so many persons will come. For instance, before now, we were just having NITEL. But when government came and consciously allowed GSM to come into into board, you understand that that employed thousands of Nigerians. So it is about policy, doing the right policy, getting the place secured. Investors will come, and then the employment will be generated.
Okay, presently, what are the most humanitarian concerns in Rivers State that should be put into consideration?
I think that the Rivers State government should go back to us to make sure that our societies are secured, because when we allow security, you would understand that certain things will be taken care of itself. For us to put up a humanitarian, what I call ideology that will get the people to know their right. There should be a certain level of knowledge, I call it training, certain level of education. If people are educated, people will know their right. There are certain things you can't take off the people if they are well educated. And education is not just going to school. That's not what I'm talking about. Education is turning the mentality of our people.
All right, do you support the fact that the leaders should work in collective effort for effective service delivery?
Of course, leadership is about collaboration. You are not a leader until you lead people. That's what it means. For you to be a leader, it means that you're taking people, and you can't be a leader if you are not taking someone from point A to B.
All right, now you're running for the position of a chairman in the All Progressive Congress.
Yeah.
Are you morally, intellectually, and politically stable to portray the act of discipline and forthrightness of the position of chairman you're running for in the All Progressive Congress APC?
I don't want to say what I have done in the past, but I came to Rivers State, got 9 persons, got an NGO called the ICU, took this NGO from 9 to 132,000 persons. They write the Honorable Chibi to me Amechi were relaxed in Abuja and face national politics, because here I will deliver it like Saul sat in his palace and David brought the head of Gloria. I will give him the result of Rivers State 2023. I'm a village man, and then I know that I have an auntie that each time we go out and somebody beats you up there and you come back crying, my auntie will beat you and take you back to. So some of them are still in that, hey, Oga endorse me, or that's the agenda to run as chairman. Is that Oga endorse? I told them, you don't endorse me. Bring people, let's run. Let's go to the field. So you know the capacity. When a chairman can emerge from that capacity. Yes, I did.
So what was his response?
No, you should respond. I'm talking to him on air now. I said, she said, today I'm saying that bring people, let us run, let us show capacity.
Okay. Now, how would you describe the leadership of the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Right Honorable Chibi?
I have not seen a man who loves his state like Chibi Amechi. I'm telling you the truth. He loved his state, he loved his people, he has a fault. And his fault is that he loves and he believes in friendship. Chibi Amechi believes in friendship to a fault that even if that friend, everybody comes to tell him that this friend is bad, Chibi will not allow it. He is a man who is open-hearted.
News, sports, politics, religion, health, entertainment. This is Expression House with Kacha.
We've come to the end of today's episode on Expression House TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, same time on the same station. Bye for now.